the CAYDO Pro Electric I-cord maker. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Kaz. It's great to have you join me again, and if you've seen the recent uploads to my channel, you know we've been building up to the big reveal of this, the CAYDO Pro Electric I-cord maker. What an amazing piece of kit. It's innovative, that's all I can say. I've never seen anything like this before. So let's run through the anatomy of this beastie. As you can see, it's a horizontal machine. Now all I-cord makers I've seen to date are upright vertical machines with weights on the bottom. This doesn't have any weights at all. As you can see, there's a shaft running horizontally through the middle of the machine there. You'll see more now when I demonstrate it in a little while. And the cogs here at the back, well, they act like the weights. The I-cord feeds through the back of the machine. Absolutely fantastic. And on the CAYDO website you will find a Black Friday deal running at the moment with code CAYDO20. And I'm also very grateful to CAYDO for reaching out and asking me to review and demonstrate the Starship Enterprise of all I-cord knitting machines. It's new to the market and it is an amazing piece of kit. So let's not mess about with any more talking and chatting. Let's get on with demonstrating this amazing piece of kit. So let's start with threading the machine up, and for this one I'm using a DK in a lovely yellow colour, and the way I found to thread it is slightly different from the book, so I'm going to share what I found is easiest for me anyway. I'm going to start by threading the yarn through that hole there in the shield around the needles, like that, and then I'm going to pull that through there like that. Next, using the tool supplied, which has got a crochet hook one end and an eyelet on the other, thread the yarn onto that, like so. Then as you can see there's a centre hole there. Okay, you insert the needle all the way down the centre like that until it comes out at the rear. When you can see it poking out the back there, grab the yarn and remove it from the eyelet, and then you can remove the tool from the machine. Lift the lever at the back of the machine and draw the yarn so that it lies on the cog there under this tension wheel, so it's nice and tight and snug. This is where I do it slightly differently, and this is where I pick up the yarn guide and pop it through now. So to cast on the machine, firstly make sure that all the latches are in the down position on each of these needles. I found the best way to cast on is to have the shield in this position like that, and a needle at the top and a needle at the bottom. Next, with the crochet hook end of the tool, bring the yarn underneath that needle and I hook it over the top needle and around the bottom needle, and that's all you need to do. Essentially you're casting on needle 1, missing needle 2, casting on needle 3 and missing needle 4. Attach the electrical connection. You can see the power light is on now right by the speed switch, so now all we need to do is to start the machine, and to do so hold the yarn at the back of the machine and switch it on. Keep the tension on the yarn as it's coming through until you see the I-cord, and then you can let the machine do its thing. And the I-cord is starting to come through, and as soon as it comes through the rear you can let go of the tail. I'm using a DK yarn here at the moment, which is going through rather nicely. Making sure that you've got plenty of loose yarn is key to this machine. You can see there's the I-cord coming through already. Looking nice. Let that pop out the back there. As you can see, that's speed 1, cranking out nicely at the back there. So let's try speed 2. Coming out much faster now, and the I-cord is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. Even stitches, lovely tension. And speed 3, let's go for it. And that is really cranking out some I-cord now. If you wanted to bust your stash, you really can do it with this. When you've finished knitting as much I-cord as you need, cut your yarn, power onto one, and wait until the yarn clears the needles. As soon as it clears the needles, all you need to do is to lift the lever at the back and remove your I-cord from the tensioning cogs. To finish your I-cord, pull a little bit of the tail out so it's a little longer. Thread it onto a darning needle, and a lovely blue one comes with the machine, and just pick up each of the lovely big round stitches like that and pull it nice and tight. Lovely finished I-cord. All you need to do now is to thread your tail down the middle, if you don't need it for sewing, that is, like that, nice and neat, and trim that tail off. And there we have beautiful even tension I-cord. Yards and yards and yards, or meters and meters and meters, as much as you want, and no cranking. Well, the DK yarn went through fabulously, so let's try some other yarns now. I'm just trying some Majestic Aran in a beige, and that seems to be going through perfectly fine. And what's great about this machine is that the I-cord coming out comes out straight. It doesn't twist and turn like any other I-cord maker I've ever used. And that's down to that ingenious design in the centre there, which rotates the yarn around the needles rather than all the yarn rotating making it twist. It's mesmerising, isn't it? Plus it makes really good I-cord. And now the rainbow yarn, which is a little thicker than a standard Aran. Now I've threaded the machine with quite a thick yarn here. It's a knit and purl rainbow yarn. I would say it's a little thicker than an Aran. I thought I'd try it. It's going through the machine okay. I will turn it on and show you. The I-cord is coming out rather nice. Very robust I-cord, that one. So let's... I'm going to keep it on speed 1. I don't want to stress the machine too much. But it's doing okay. I've turned the machine up to speed 2 and it seems to be going very well. I've stopped the machine now and I've noticed that there's grease along here, okay? So that's obviously where you grease your machine, and there's a little tube of grease that comes with it. How great is that? And the rainbow yarn went through really well. Excellent. I wouldn't recommend going much thicker than an Aran. I think Aran is about as far as you should go to keep this machine working at its best. And for my I-cord project, I'm using Stylecraft Special Aran in cream. And you'll see why I've chosen cream when I come to show you the project. I'm going to run the complete 100-gram ball through the machine, and I'll measure the length of I-cord that I get, and I'll share that information with you. And the Stylecraft Special Ironing Cream is going through beautifully. I've set it on speed 2. Seems to be running nicely on speed 2. They run on every speed really, really well, but for some reason I like speed 2. Just as a side note, I cranked the machine up to maximum level 3, and the machine is cool. So just to let you know that there's absolutely no heat on this machine at all. No generated heat that I can feel whatsoever. It's nice and cool all over. And the cream Aran yarn, can you believe, created nearly 11 meters of IE cord. That's 35.5 feet. Look at that. And that's what I'm going to be using for the project that I will load probably tomorrow now. I'm just going to make this about the I-cord maker today and how to use it. Now I'm just going to run you quickly through all the I-cords I've put through the machine. We started off with a variegated DK yarn, which went through fine and dandy. I put the whole ball of yarn through there like that. My room is absolutely chock-a-block with I-cord at the moment. So let's pop that down on the floor. I tried some Aran yarn in variegated colours, and I even changed colour halfway through, and I'll show you how to do that in another video. Pop this on the floor. And then we tried a yellow DK that we see in the video, and that went through lovely, really cranked well through there. And then the cream, which again is the Aran, a full ball of Aran yarn. Crikey, I mean nearly 30 feet, 35.5 feet, sorry, of I-cord. That's a lot of I-cord. So stay tuned for the next project coming in my next little video. And then this thick, it's this yarn here actually, if I reach for it. It's this rainbow yarn here, and it is quite a coarse yarn. It's really lovely, but my Addy machines are not keen on it. But it went through the I-cord maker, no problem at all. It's a really stiff I-cord, look at that. Really stiff, stands up on its own, where the others are a little bit more floppy and a little bit more bendy, shall we say. So that's what I put through the machine, handled everything perfectly fine. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. If you wanted a little treat for yourself, maybe for the upcoming Christmas festivities, maybe this one will be for you. Plus points, it's movable. You don't need to clamp it to a desk. I mean, that's fantastic. You can take it with you. You do need to watch it a little bit. I wouldn't like to leave it for too long unless you're confident that the yarn that's feeding into it is not going to jam or snag or anything like that. I love the way that the cogs feed the yarn out of the rear without you having to move weights up the I-cord all the time. I think that's innovative. The only thing is the price point. It is a bit of a hefty indulgence, I have to say, but with the Black Friday deal, it does take the edge off it a little bit if you thought it was a piece of kit for your crafting space. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. And again, thanks to CAYDO. It's been an absolute joy testing this piece of kit. And I'm going to be having lots of I-cord projects coming up on my channel, I think. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you very, very soon. Hwyl fawr.